Coosa Central head football coach Daniel Flowers joined us this morning, brought to you by Coosa County Commissioner District 3 Brandon Davis. Brandon, we appreciate you sponsoring Coach Flowers' show and spotlighting Central Coosa County Cougar football throughout the season here on WOTM and WOIL television. Well, Coach, good morning. Randolph County last week, and you know, your schedule is doing you no favors, is it?
Absolutely not. Zero favors. But again, just got to line up and play them. I can't do nothing about it. You whine and grope about it, it's going to kind of give you a defeated mindset heading to them. So I did, hey, line them up, we're just going to play them. You
have to admit, though, Coach, you know, from the outside looking in, I'm just saying this because, you know, you're facing teams that are much bigger. More numerically numbered than you are, and that's got to play in the psyche of your kids' mind to say, how long is this going to keep going like this?
It does. I got to tell them, let's keep moving forward. You know, you can't worry about the past as much. You just got to control the controllables. And the controllable is how you perform on the field, how you do your job, and you can't really worry about the outside noise. Because people going to say, oh, you 0-2. You just played 5A, another bigger school right behind each other. I say, hey, we got Winterburg tonight. We're just going to go out there and play them and see how things work before region play start next week.
And no doubt about it. And let's talk a little bit about the Randolph County game before we move forward. Some of the kids that you were pleased with were their play against Randolph County.
I like Tonio. Tonio did a great job, Tonio Grant. He played hard, played physical. He gave everything he got. You know, the first game of the season, he only played one half. Okay, he got kind of banged up. A quarterback, he still played well. He hit some good passes. He ran well. We had some spot guys on defense that hit and ran to the ball. It's just kind of tough when you got a 320 offensive line, a 280, hitting against guys that's 190 and 200 pounds. It get kind of tough on them. Like I said, those guys played hard. Like I said, I wasn't defeated. It was more the fact that when you look across that sideline, you're like, okay, that's what I want my team to be. Feels good up front, feels good at point of attack, and just don't give up. And our kids didn't give up. It's just we had an 18-wheeler on a Pinto car. You just couldn't do nothing about that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Winterboro. Okay. Because you got the Bulldogs tonight, and a team that is more along the levels of Central Coosa County. Talk about that.
Oh, yeah, Winterboro, they're a spread football team just like us. They don't line up in 11 or 12 personnel and just try to run straight at you. That we had the last couple of weeks with a team that's lined up. They know we small, run at us. Winterburg going to try to go side to side on you a lot. They're going to try to use their speed and athletic ability. And I feel they kind of more for us. Their game kind of tailor-made. Not so we're going to go out there and just beat them. I just know the game be more competitive because they're just like us. So, again, they got quarterback, throw the ball well. The running back run hard, be more of a smaller guy. They got big number 57 in the middle when he plays center. Also, I think he played the 3 technique type on defense. So they just like us. They play guys both sides of the ball. Quarterback, running back, lineman, go straight to defense, offense over. So conditions should be the same tonight. Both of us should be around the same conditioning because we're both doing the same thing. But I think I got to tell our boys, I'm not really worried about other teams no more. I'm worried about ourselves. I want to make sure we feels good at point of attack. I know we focus on tackling this week. Tackling, hitting each other, trying to tough each other up a little bit. So I'm not really worried about what the other team is doing. I'm more worried about what are we doing? What can we do to be better for not only this week, for the coming weeks?
How has the Cougar football team responded to your challenge that, hey, you know, we can't do anything about what's already passed, but we got a season ahead of us?
Oh, they stepping up. I mean, the boys trying to step up, find it, and identify the leaders now. Guys stepping up, they pushing each other, holding each other accountable. And that's the most important part. I tell kids all the time, if a coach is leading the team, you're going to lose. You're not going to win much. It takes players to lead the team. So I feel like this week they started to come together a little bit more. The guys kind of, okay, the first 2 games are over. We got Winterburg tonight, somebody just like us, kind of like a region opponent a little bit. What we going to do? We going to play hard. I'll tell them, hey, I done gave you everything. Coaches done gave you everything. The principal, the superintendent. When y'all going to start giving back? Give us everything you got and a little bit more.
So where do we figure in our region contest? You've got Reeltown next week, is that right?
No, we got Horseshoe Bend next week.
Horseshoe Bend, I'm sorry. Reeltown beat Horseshoe Bend.
Yes, they beat them 6-1. We read that with our teams. I really can't say because we start our year off against high classification teams. So I'm not looking like, oh man, we might not be that good this year. But I'm looking at for what we did against bigger schools. But we might be right there in the mix with our own region. I just don't know it yet because I won't really know till tonight. Because we play a team kind of our size. So I kind of know tonight how we'll compete against, because I haven't got film yet on Horseshoe Bend. So I really don't know what they're doing right now. I get that film usually tonight. So to me, I feel like playing those tougher competition is going to kind of make us tougher when we get in our region play.
The people of Hanover and surrounding areas, they're sold on this Cougar team, though. They're not giving up.
Oh no, they're not giving up. They know we fighting. They see us out there on the field. The kids are fighting. They run on off the field. They giving us everything they got. Like I said, sometimes in life you got to play the hand you dealt. We're dealt. When you play in spade, I know you don't play that before. You look at your hand, you got no trumps, low face cards.
Yeah, it's bad.
You can't do nothing. You just gotta wait till the next hand is dealt, and maybe you get a better hand. And that's how I'm kind of taking this season. And gonna be next season. I was dealt this hand. I can sit back in the corner and wallow and cry about it. I'll go out there and play. Because eventually my hand ain't gonna change. Like I tell you, when I was at Southside Silver, it was like that the same way. My first 2 years, I was dealt the schedule where I was guaranteed to lose. But when that was time for me to do the schedule, we started winning. We was winning them first 2 games instead of losing those games. So I'm just gonna play the hand that was dealt to me. Like I said, the people still supporting, the kids still fighting. We just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and eventually it's gonna change.
Offensively, what do you think you can explore tonight against Warnerboro?
The edges. I mean, they like to play the wide 9 technique. So they got 2 3s or 2 1s. We can kick the edge, block down on the 57 guy. We can hit the edges on them. We get there, we can make some stuff happen. But for us throwing the ball a lot, it's gonna be a little tough because they got real good skill. It's gonna be more of a scheme what we're gonna be doing. But I feel we can run football tonight against them. I feel like, last week we probably rushed about maybe 80 yards. The previous week we averaged over 200. So I feel like this week we kind of get back more to that first week. We better run the football. We won't be just one-dimensional. In football games, once a team see you one-dimensional, they're just gonna hose in on that one thing you do and they're gonna shut it down. And that's pretty much happened last Friday. They knew we couldn't run on them because they're too big up front. So we had to force the pass. But once they started selling on our pass, we had nothing else to go to.
How many seniors you got?
We got 12. 12 seniors, and those kids fight, man. Again, they done been through probably, I'm the third head coach, them guys on the scene, possibly 4th. So that kind of hard on them. So they trying to build trust in me, make sure I'm going to be here with them, and they so on for the guys afterwards. So that has a play into it too.
Have you got underclassmen that's going to be coming up?
Oh yeah, like I said, majority of our team is juniors. So again, I don't like to pretty much go on about the juniors. I want the seniors to get the best.
Sure.
I want to make sure these seniors know we care for them, and we're not just going to throw their season away. Because everybody was like, "Oh, coach, you're going to lose this year. You're not going to be competitive this year. Just wait the next couple of years." I'm like, "No, you can't do that."
You don't want to hear that,
No, because when I was senior high school, I kind of went through the same thing. Where I had one year I had Emory Latter. The next year I had Mike DeBose. Then Levy Bowell. So I always felt like they didn't care about us because the coaches kept changing. They didn't do what they supposed to do to maintain the coaches. So I know how these guys feel. I'm gonna be here with them. I told them be with y'all through the thick and the thin. I said, "It'll make you tough."
All right, Coach, thanks for being with us. Coach Daniel Flowers, the head football coach of the Cougars of Central High School, taking on the Warnerboro Bulldogs tonight. Coach Daniel Flowers Show brought to you by Coosa County Commissioner District 3, Brandon Davis. We thank all of you for watching Daybreak Live and Coach Flowers Show. We'll be back with some closing thoughts right after this.